What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Golfish Podcast. What's Golfish? It's the double entendre, you know what I'm saying? We're not quite golfers, a little too much swag for that, but we golfish. And, yeah, we only talking that golfish, you know what I'm saying? You do. I really started a podcast with hitters that I had just met on the T-box. Mike is a vet, the best, I'ma need 3 shots. If I win, I'ma call cap and I'm telling him he not be used to be in the league. Now we just drawing it over the trees and I'm in between, or I done lost it. Golf in the day and the night we gon' talk it. This is the golfish. This is the golfish. Hey man, what's good, everybody? We back on it. The golfish, doing what we do, talking about that golfish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so everybody's in here. B's in here. Mike's in here. You know, obviously I'm in the building, and we it's a little bit different. We just kind of was talking, and we were like, hey man, let's just have this conversation on air, and just maybe it helps somebody. You know, maybe you don't. I don't know. Right. You know what I mean? But we're just talking about course, it's a little bit of a couple different things, like course management, how you approach competitive rounds, and I don't know, just like how you guys think about the game. It might help somebody. I know I kind of look at myself as I always look at myself as a bad golfer, and so I always feel like I can talk to like people that will also consider themselves bad golfers, whatever the case.
We can relate.
So even though I'm getting better, I'm about to not be able to talk to y'all trash boys no more. But
here you go, shot.
Not y'all. I'm talking about everybody listening. Everybody listening. I'm talking about everybody listening. Everybody listening that you consider yourself a trash golfer. Like right now, we can relate. But probably, I'm telling you that, like probably by what is this? February, March, probably June, July, April, September. Probably by tomorrow, I ain't gonna be able to talk to y'all. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be talking all on the scratch board. Hey, this is how you spin that golfish. Get it to spin back. Yeah, this is how you get it to spin back. So so we got to talking about, you know, the match that we had. You know, the last episode that we had was we talked about the match. And like I was just talking about, like, you know, how they approached it. So Mike had never played that course before. So go ahead, Mike. What were you saying?
No, so like so I take different, like if I go to a course I never played and it's like a fun round, right? I'm gonna take less chances. I'm gonna play the course how it looks so I can see visually. I'm taking an iron versus a driver.
Wait a minute. Oh, time out. You said if you're going to play around for fun, you're gonna take less chances?
Less chances, yes.
Wow.
I'm not taking a driver trying to reach the green.
Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Well,
explain that, Mike.
So
explain
it's different.
This, Mike.
So it's a difference. Like for me, if I'm going to a fun round, you know, I'm just having fun with the boys, whatever. You know, I'm taking it easy. I ain't doing anything crazy. If I'm going to a tournament round and it happens to be a course I never played before, I'm gonna take chances because I need that score to be low.
Mess ass backwards to me.
How's that backwards for you?
I mean,
so check it out. So check it out.
Yeah, explain this, Mike. Break this down for me, Mike. Break it down.
All right. So if you go into, let's say we're going to Texas Rangers, right?
Yes.
And let's say,
who knew that this conversation was gonna help Mike?
Right.
I think this conversation is gonna help you. You gonna qualify in your next one.
Hey, man, comment below. Like, do you agree with Mike? Comment below. Like, do you agree with Mike?
So check it out. So if I'm going to Texas Ranger and, you know, we just going out there to have fun, no recording, just chilling, whatever. You know, I'm not doing anything to overexert myself. I ain't trying anything crazy to lose some balls. I'm just going out there to have fun. Now, if you tell me we're in a tournament setting and now I got to worry about my score, if I make a miss a shot and push it right in the trees, I'm going to take that punch and try to smash it through the trees, try to get to the green. Or if I have a driver, I'm like, okay, I need to be close to chip it close to make a birdie. I'm going to take that driver over the edge of the number one par 5, whatever, try to stick as close as I can to the green, and then take my chip. Like, the mentality is different for me. And it's not all golfers think the same. It's just how I think when it comes to golf. It's like, when I'm chilling with the homies.
Yeah. So I'm going to make sure I heard this right. So you're saying in a tournament setting, okay, you're more of an aggressive, risk-taking golfer.
Definitely.
Correct?
Definitely.
And then if it's just around with the boys on the weekend, you're more of a passive, play it safe golfer, correct?
Yes.
But in a tournament, in a tournament where the score matters, why do you want to take more chances that will hurt you? So I guess you just
so
like
the tournaments I play in.
Reward.
So the tournaments I play in, not all of them are like professional type. Like I don't do that. I probably do like maybe 5 professional a year. I don't do anything crazy. I'm not professional like like that type of golfer. I play competitively for the fun of it. But like these dudes are shooting like sub 72 rounds. So let's say sub 75 to be, because that's the little window right there, 75. So if you have a shot, let's say you have a shot to cut this par 5 into an easy par 4.
Yeah.
It's a risk reward thing. I'll take that shot. If I make it, I'm putting myself ahead of the game. If I don't,
you out.
You out. Yeah,
I put myself behind the game.
Out.
Yeah.
Like, you're not competing no more. You're gonna end it on one hole.
So I mean, but that's the game. Look, for example, look at the PGA. Look at all the shots they try just to do random stuff. 9 times out of 10, a lot of them will just chip out of the woods, go.
Yeah, because
pay it to the right of the water. Huh?
Because I'm sure the stats say like here's the thing for me. Okay.
No, I'm talking about outside. No, outside the tournament round, they taking it easy. They're not going for the green every time they have opportunity.
Yeah, they're dropping like 4 balls.
Yeah.
They're dropping like 4 balls and like playing like, okay, if the pin
different shots, yeah. Bob said it's a fun round. That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing stuff to like. I ain't trying to break my neck over a fun round. Versus like it doesn't mean there's no meaning to it. So why do I need to go out there and kill people? Like why I go out there unless we pay for money, which is going back to competition. And it's a difference between competition and just fun round. Now if you tell me we going out paying for, like, for example, we went out and played our round. We was playing against each other. I tried some shots I probably shouldn't have, but that's just how I play. It's a competition.
It didn't work, right? We lost.
Hey. Outside the putter, it works.
I don't know if that strategy. I don't know if that strategy.
But
yeah, exactly.
All right, Roy. Look. All right, so look, we got your strategy, Mike, which is obviously fun round, play it safe, tournament round. It's just
not safe, relaxed, but
yeah, aggressive. Roy, what's your approach? What's your I guess break it down like Mike did. Your weekend round with the boys versus a tournament match,
money game,
a money game that we may have.
Oh, money game. Yeah. Oh, see, so if I'm out by myself, so if we just playing around or whatever. So like the thing about me is I'm always trying to shoot a score. So because I don't like really play in tournaments, like what you would consider a tournament round and like getting placing, first place, second place, third place, or like a prize, like to me that's the score. So every time I go out, like right now, I'm trying to be like 82 or below. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm trying to get at. So if I'm just relaxed playing with guys, like now because I play a lot more, I'm able to have a round that I would consider like that has no meaning. You know what I mean? Like I've been playing 9 holes more often. Then I'm gonna practice stuff is what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So like I might say, okay, I'm gonna try and hit like on this front 9, I'm gonna try and hit cuts into every pin, whether it's warranted or not. And I'm probably gonna lose some balls. But I'm gonna try and get this down so the next competitive round that I get into, I have that success in the back of my head. So that's how I do if I'm just playing around. But as long as I have a chance to shoot my score, and so like I would say like even if my score is kind of high, because like I've had like really good 9s and then like a really bad 9. So if my score is at a certain point, but I'm hitting the ball well, then I'm gonna continue to like I'm not taking risks. That's gonna like, all right, if I'm gonna try and clear this, and if I don't clear this, I'm looking at double, especially because I'm not that great of a putter to begin with. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put myself in a situation. Now, as soon as I get to that point where it's like, bro, you need 6 birdies to shoot a decent score, and you got 5 holes left. You know what I mean? Yeah. As soon as it gets to that point, then immediately I go into that other mindset of, all right, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to try and keep this ball low. I'm going to work on a big sweeping hook. I'm going to work on hitting the ball straight because y'all know I cut my woods and then I draw my irons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I might work on hitting and I don't really draw it. Like I hook it. Like it's like a controlled hook and it's not like on PGA, like it'd be like 5 yards of curve or whatever when they hit. Nah, like mine is like 20 minutes.
You got that bubble. You know what I mean? Got that bubble cut to it.
Yeah, bro. I play bubble golf. Yeah, so like I might work on just keeping it like trying to hit a straight shot with just a little bit of a fade, a little bit of draw, or like spinning something around the green. Like typically I don't play any kind of spin. I'll never shoot it at the pin. Yeah. It's always with some release. So I might do that. So like that's how I look at the two.
I have a comeback to that, but I'll let you go B first.
Comeback? Was we beefing?
No, that's not a comeback. So real quick. Okay, real quick.
No, go ahead.
So
Mike,
I have to understand too. That your different of regular golf is different from mine's. You talking about you're trying to play shots. I normally in my regular rounds play shots. I play low balls, high balls, draws, fades. Whenever the shot
But
comes,
you're
like
not trying it. But you're not trying it. You
no, I do. Like if I look at a hole, like that's I don't consider that as a risk. That's what I'm saying. Like if I see wind is coming to the left, I'm gonna try to draw it in to the pin. Like I posted a picture on IG, our video on G a week ago where I had hooked a 7 iron like 215 yards with the wind into par 5, and that's some people may consider that risk. That's just me having fun. Like I'm not. That's an easy shot for me. Like I don't. When I say risk, it's like doing stuff that I don't normally do in a regular round. If that makes sense. So I'm not taking I'm not cutting a. I mean, hey, that's just how it's a different kind of. It's a different. I won't say it's different levels, but it's different kind of mindset.
It's probably because you're a pro.
Well,
I'm not a pro.
Playing since you was 4.
Better golfer.
I'm better golfer. Because you've been playing since you was. You've been playing since you was 4, and we're essentially 4-year-olds. We're essentially 4-year-olds.
It's still here.
First of all, I just want to thank both of y'all for making me sound like I suck. Because I don't like all this stuff that y'all talking about. Like, I hooked the ball with the wind. I cut it with, like, bro, I don't do none of it. First of all, if I draw the ball, I don't know how I did it. If I cut it, I don't know how I did it. So
I hit the green. That's what matters.
Real talk. This dude will be like the first 5-6 rounds that we ever played together. He's drawing the ball. Then he come out there and he hitting the cut. And I'm like, oh boy, you've been working on the cut. He's like, nah, it's just what's happening.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you.
Like, I'm like, okay, like, punchline.
Yeah, no. So here's the thing. Like, I play with my homeboys. He told me some of the best advice ever. He said, "B Foster, this is what I'm gonna tell you, bro. Whatever swing you get when you pull up to the course, or whatever swing you have when you get out that car, that's what you play with." So I was like, for me, I always go to the range because I want to see like what my ball flight is today. Is it gonna be like a draw? Is it gonna be a fade? So when I go to the course, I'm gonna play that because I'm not about to fight the whole round about like, oh, I really got to get this draw because it's not gonna work for me. So to hear y'all say like Roy, y'all would say, I want to. What do you say? You draw your irons and then and then Mike over here talking about like high trajectory and low trajectory. I'm over here like, bro, I don't keep up with any of that. Like my core strategy is real simple, bro. I just keep my ball in play. Like for me, I just try to make sure that like whatever I do, whatever decisions I make, I can keep it in play. Now I will make. I do this. I make one aggressive play around, and if I'm successful at it, I'll have two. But if it's unsuccessful, then I'm done. Like, so if I'm, like, if
that's
I'm in
that
the trees,
football challenge mentality, man.
Like
he get that challenge, he get right the first time, he the second one back out.
Yeah, if I jump on that slant the first time I get a pick, bro, I'm gonna jump it again. I might get burnt, but I'm gonna jump it again. Like, I'm make you not do it. It don't matter.
But if you end up on Sports Center on the wrong side of it, you're not gonna get. You ain't gonna end up on that episode twice.
And then the next game, the next week, I'm not gonna jump a slant either because I know what they're gonna do. So
they're gonna show last week.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I don't know. I just like for me, I just try to keep my ball in play. Like honestly, and I don't know why I've been doing this lately. I've been like shooting at the pins, and usually I never do that. Like for me, I'm just like center of the green, and then let me 2-putt, and I'll get my par. So I don't.
That's why you shoot 70s.
But yeah, like for me, I can shoot low because it's more course management, not because I like my swing is trash, but I know my swing well enough where I know where my ball should. I know where I should be. And I know like my distances and stuff, but like no, I like to hear. I'm real low key jealous that y'all like I can hit it low. Like what? Like bro, I cannot play in the wind because like when all my shots are gonna be the same trajectory every time, and I can't adjust. I can't hit like a low punch. I can't do none of that. Like I'm not that kind of player. And I hate that y'all.
The other day,
I just hate.
The other day, I was shooting some content over at Range. I say the other day, it was like a month ago or whatever. But I had posted on the IG with like the liquid death. And I was like, I hit it, and I was like, yeah, baby, yeah, like just kind of joking because I was literally like, the wind was, the wind was in my face, and all I did, like, I've never practiced the swing before, but it was content, you know what I mean? Like we were shooting, like just getting stuff shot or whatever. So it was like, when you're not in the flow of the round, I'm like, okay, how much I've heard, you got to move the ball back in your stance, swing to the left, and narrow your stance. And I did it, and that thing stayed low, right? So now when I get into a round, I at least have, depending on how many times I've done that, then I can say, all right, well, it's, we're into the wind. Brandon's ball finna balloon up.
Straight up.
All right, I'm about to make the same swing I do. I'm gonna try and swing this way. Yeah. Because I've had that success or whatever. So that's kind of how I look at it. You know what I mean?
But that's what I come back to, like, it's different. It's different levels. So like say you got the golfer that is just out there to manage a course, make his putts, hit the green. You got the golfer that has a goal when he's playing around, like I said, for a fun round. And then you got the guy that just, like I said, for me, I just go out there and like I'm not looking. Like when I go out there have fun with like you guys, anybody out here, I'm not going to shoot a score. I'm going out there to just have fun. Like I'm not taking no
Man, how do
risky
you
shots.
play like that, bro? Like I'm like Rory, bro. Like I don't care if I'm sucking.
But because
trash.
like,
I need a number,
come back to
bro.
where he said like
I need to know where I was.
No, like where he said like I might drop like if I see like a opportunity, like they may tell me like, look, hey, go for the green. I'm like, what the hell? I'll drop another ball and I'll do it. Like I'm not the type to go out there like, oh, I see the green right there. Hey, I can reach that. Like I don't trust nobody telling me how to play a course, so I kind of go out there, and
but then you get into when it matters, and you like,
I don't know, man. Look, score matters, bro.
Well, I do my research. I do my research before, yeah.
Score, look, score matters so much to me. When I get home, my wife and son ask me, they don't say hi, they don't say how's the round. They go, what you shoot?
What you scored?
That's
like
hilarious.
that's how, because like if I come home, if I come home and I'm like, they can feel my energy. Like, what you shoot? 78, 81. I'm good. Or if I say,
what you shoot?
You know what I'm saying?
Daddy shot at 80.
Yeah. Like 86. Look, if I say 86, they be like, I'm not lying. My son was like, I'm like 86. He's like, dang, what happened? Like man, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, I'm like, bro, score. I don't care if it's like a weekend round with the boys, or if it's like a 1v1 match, or you just playing some random dude on the course. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, score always matters. I can't go out there and just like, I feel like that's what the range is for. Like, you can go out there and try all that stuff in the range.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like, I've never been a range golfer. Like, I know some dudes that go out there and spend hours on the range. I can never do that.
See, then that makes sense. Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm not.
That's like
I'm
practice to me. Maybe that's why
I don't go to range. Like,
that's all I like to do.
Like, you get 30 minutes before the round. I'll hit the range. Unless it's like a tournament round. If it's a tournament round, I will spend about an hour. Practice some shots I may need on the course. If it's windy, practice some low shots. If it's a hard wind, or if it's cold, okay, I need to figure out my distance.
So you practice on the course then. So like for you, like when you want to get better, you're actually still going to play.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't be paying attention to the score. Like, real talk. You ask the homies that I play with out here, like, I don't keep a score. Like, I work on my yardage maybe, but that's about it. How do you know you're getting better then?
How you know you're getting better if you don't know what your score is?
Oh, because I remember holes.
Or you don't judge improvement by score. You judge improvement by stuff that you like trying to work on, I guess.
So if it's about like if I plan a shot out and it turned out to happen. Like if I come out,
execute.
Gotcha.
Yeah, execution. Okay. Like I usually keep an app of like all my shots. So it actually tracks like where I hit, like what club I hit, how far I hit it. And if I had a plan for like, hey, I'm gonna draw around this corner, I should hit this part. I should be able to come to the green. I hit a par there. Okay, boo.
I wish I was that good, guys. I wish I was. I'm so bad. All I can't focus on is scoring. That's all I can focus. I can't focus on like shot shapes, and I can't do it.
See, like I don't know, but y'all like, I actually look at like course information before I go to a course though. Like I asked y'all, what about if I play Texas Ranger? Like,
I do
if
that
I'm
too.
going to a competition,
yeah.
So we do something similar. How you prep
that's
for
like film study, bro. Like you got to know your opponent before you can't just pull up at the game and not know who you. I
saw
against.
Rory shake his head like Rory don't care. Like he don't do that. I'm assuming.
Oh, well, as far as what I just meant, like, are we talking about like slope rating and stuff? Because I still
no, I don't care about that. I'm talking about like layout.
I'll definitely. If I ain't played a course before, I'll go and look at it. I'll see how much water is.
Yeah, I go on Google Earth looking at contours. I go like
I do all that.
Everything.
I usually book a flight out of town and I try and fly over that direction so I can get an aerial view.
You see the drone out, at night.
I like to check the grass. I like to check the grass type, Bermuda or Kikuyu, because
tasting it
makes a difference in how receptive the greens are to the ball.
But no, I think
I follow the superintendent on Facebook to see if the course pin hole location.
I see if he mad, if he got angry emojis.
I know, right? Is he married? Is he happily married? Is he divorced?
I know what the pin is gonna be like.
Right.
Because Rangers, he was hot.
I find out who the course architect is. I go study their philosophy and concept.
Yeah, their history. Yeah, false fronts.
Yeah,
but I think
hidden bunkers.
But I think that's the difference.
It's a scouting report, bro. Like I low key, it's a scouting report. And I guess I took that from football to golf because I scout report every course I go play. I'm like,
but that's the difference between like a good golfer and like a weekend golfer. It's like the good golfer, they at least want to know what they're getting into.
Yeah, for sure. I'm blind.
The other regular golfers, they're like, I'm just happy I'm playing golf. Like, I'm off the week. I'm off on the weekend. Homie trying to play golf. I'm getting drunk halfway through the round.
I ain't never been that.
Let's go.
They don't went to the hardest golf course on the face of the earth.
I did that 3 dozen balls.
No, so it's a funny story. Like when I first got into it, y'all remember I told y'all like I went on the I went to that driving range and that old guy gave us lessons, me and my wife. And so he gave us like right before we moved from San Antonio, he gave us like 3 Walmart bags full of balls, like a lot of golf balls. You know, he's like, hey, I find them all the time, whatever. And so we were going to Hawaii and we booked around in Hawaii. And like this is kind of what you're talking about. We was just like new into the game. So we go to play this course and we have a bag. We bought a dozen and then we brought a bag full of golf balls, bro.
You gotta carry
on
like
I kid you not.
balls.
That's some I kid you not. Hold on, fam. On the 17th hole, I'm sorry, on the 18th hole, we didn't hit tee shots because we probably weren't gonna make that. We were down to the last ball, down to the last ball. Couldn't hit a tee shot, and then so like once we got done with the round, I told somebody like we were out there. I told somebody where we played, and I think it was like we ended up. It was crazy. Like we ended up on the guy in front of us was our pilot on the flight back. Oh, wow. And so which kind of crazy, whatever. But he was like, hey, this was rated the hardest golf course in the country at one point. And I'm like, what am I doing out here, bro? Like, I ain't got no business. Like, this, I had been playing for like a whole 3 weeks. Right. And so all of them balls got lost. But like that's kind of important, like, especially if you just somebody that wants to enjoy it. Like how does slope rating and like all of that stuff work? I don't know. I know high is bad.
Slope rating usually comes in. We're talking about like greens. And that's honestly, I tell people all the time, like a course, no matter what, the golf course is gonna make it accessible to anybody. It's the greens that kill people. Because if you talking about like they undulated, they're sloping fast. I mean, you get to stent meter of like 15, 16. I mean, you get like crazy like PGA fast. Like those things are like glass. Like I remember, I played at a Trump course in Florida. And like it's like putting on a table. Like greens are running. But that's the only time you gotta worry about the slope because slope only plays into the green factor. I mean the yardage makes a difference, but most of the time, only thing I worry about is the greens.
I don't think
but
none
as
of that
a new
matters, bro.
golfer,
I don't think none of that matters unless you play on the right tees, bro. I don't care. That's the one thing.
But that's what I'm saying though. Yeah,
golf. Like if you just now starting, bro, go get on them red tees, bro.
Every golf course makes it accessible to everybody. I'm saying that
red or the white, red or the white.
Yeah, red or the white. I mean,
well, I think it's a misconception.
You know what I mean? I play from the blue tees, and I don't get me wrong. And sometimes I probably should play from the tips, but even then, like I'm not gonna go play the tips if I still can't enjoy it. I don't care how far I'm hitting the ball. Yeah, like I want to be able, like it should still be fun. You know what I mean? And it's one thing I hate.
Every tee box is meant for someone's round. Like for a person that doesn't hit that far, play the white or the reds. It's not about. And people have this misconception. We had a whole class on this.
That's and like men have to,
It's sex. It's sex. Yeah, it's sex. Like red for women.
Women hit up here, and then the old guys hit there.
Yeah, like the PJ. I mean, the PJ. The courses made it that way, which is horrible. But you can't put a label. I know some women that can knock it past dudes. I mean, like,
bro. Shout out to those. Shout out to those. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I played with. Oh, I told you, Paige. I probably shot like the tea time, man. I probably shot like a 105. The tea time. She shot a 7. She shot a 72, and we we played from the same tees, and she was like, yeah, sometimes I go to these events, and the guys that I'm playing with, like I end up having to play the tips. Then I was just like, you ain't got to worry about that with me. You got to worry about that with me.
But I mean, but that's a misconception though. That's that mindset of knowing where you are, like being honest with yourself in golf. Like golf, I feel like it. I mean, with your homies, I mean, you might get a little, judgment, but outside of that, I mean, you ain't getting judged. Like if I see a person hitting on the red tees, but they only hitting 200 yards, I got no. Hey,
like, makes sense. Yeah, makes sense.
You speed up the game of golf. You ain't here shooting at the tips, and taking like 6 shots to get to the green.
I don't know, but like, you know what? Like, let me ask y'all this. Like, cause I'm thinking, like, as y'all saying this, I'm thinking, like, I actually never played from the red tees.
I've never done.
And like for me. Like I got into golf because it was competitive. Like it was something like once football ended, I'm like, I want to play golf because it's competitive, and it's like I control the result. Like I don't have to depend on anybody else. Like do people not play from the, like because you say there's different kind of golfers. You got people that go out there on weekends. And it's like I'm just happy to be out here with my bros. Let's just have a good time. Then you got people like us where it's like more competitive. Like I mean, how do you? I guess for me, it's like it's hard for me to see golf as just like. It's for fun. Like it's always competitive. I can't.
Well, no, it's so for example, like I play events with this VGA. It's a veteran golf league, whatever. Some fun veterans get together. We talk some bullshit. Drink some alcohol. Have fun on a golf course. They'll make people based on your handicap, play from certain tees. Like they'll force you to play from the tees.
Yeah.
And
I'm not watching that. I ain't watching that, boy.
but
Get us if you get shot, boy.
hey, but that's just, but that's how getting back to the game what it is. I mean, like I said, you don't have to like I get so real talk like playing from the blues or the whites is very odd for me. But most time I get looks when I play from those tees. Um,
Wow.
so I usually play from tips everywhere I go. Well, some people either like oh you're a sandbag because I usually go when I walk up to somebody I don't know.
You talking about if y'all playing? You talking about if y'all playing for like money? Y'all playing for something?
No, it's
sandbagging is only. Ain't sandbagging only associated with like?
No, but man, I remember. So I was in Florida playing with my father-in-law, and we joined these two dudes never played with before, and they were like they were playing from the white tees, and I'm like, look, y'all play from the white tees. I don't feel like hitting over y'all every hole. I'll play for the white tees. About the third, fourth hole, they're like, yo, bro, you need to go on the back, like I'm like,
were y'all playing for something?
No, it's just people just feel like it's hurting their confidence.
Yeah, that's a personal problem.
Oh, because you was out driving them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm banging past them and I get it, but I'm like, but that's what golf is though. Like,
that was for real. Like, I've heard people joke and say that. Like, somebody said that to me. Like when my driver was on, and they was like, man, you need to be playing the tips. But it was like joking, like because we were still conversing on every tee box and whatnot.
I know. I mean, we were conversing, but that send them like hey man, you probably should be going from back there. You over here chipping in every green. It kind of keep bringing it up. I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm supposed to be paying from back there. I move back there. Like, ain't no hard feelings type stuff. But people start reiterating it more than once. You're like, okay, I get it.
That's when you say, look, bro.
Yeah,
like,
you play how you play.
Focus on your game, bro. Like, focus on your game.
But real talk though.
About me, you probably be hitting it far.
Hey, real talk. It's the same way the other way around. Though, if I play with some people and we play in the blue tees and you can't hit it past 100, I'm like, yo, bro. You may want to move up one. I ain't mad if you do.
That's different though, because you like that's
is it different though?
Really? That's messing up. That's messing up. That's affecting me.
Exactly. Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, that's affecting me.
Like,
but I'm saying like it's but they're really not affecting you. They just hitting their game. Like I said,
they are affecting me because now I gotta watch them hit 2 or 3 shots for every one of mine.
Versus
and then
me,
they look at you like they want you to help them find. They want me to help them find their ball.
Versus me bombing it, and you gotta take 2 shots to get to my ball. Like it goes. That's what I'm saying. It goes both ways. You get what I'm saying?
I don't think so. Because now you about to chip.
No, I get what you're saying, Mike. But I'm just saying, like, when somebody's playing from the wrong tees because they're not capable of that, that messes up the pace of play. That messes up the flow of the game.
Course, yeah.
Like, because it's not meant for that. Like, if you I'm saying, I played around last month, and it was these dudes playing from the blue tees, and I'm not exaggerating either, because golf is hard. But when I say these dudes should have been on the red tee, like it wasn't even enough for them to be on the red tees. Like they were like, it was terrible.
The green tees that they be putting on the fairway.
Yeah, it was like
the edge of the fairway.
Yeah, like they wasn't even, and then they were walking.
Junior tee.
Yeah, like then they were walking. So I'm like, you're sitting here like dribbling it off the tee, walking up 60 yards, top that one. Like, bro, you're just not like, at that point you shouldn't even be playing. You should just go to the range, figure it out, go to Top Golf, go to you shouldn't be on the course. Like I feel like at some point everybody's game should be at a certain level to go play on a course, because it just messes up the whole. It messes up the whole
you're
thing.
an elitist.
I agree with you, B. I agree with you, B. But to a point though, even if you don't, because at some point somebody's got to transition from the range to the course. When you transition, you have to understand at a certain time you gotta learn how to pick your ball up, and that's the biggest difference.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the biggest thing right there.
People don't do that. Like, you hit 5-6 shots, you're on the green, grab that thing, walk.
Look, I get anxiety. I can be playing well, and if somebody's up on me waiting at the tee box, like I get anxiety. Like, damn, am I playing slow? Like, did I look too long for my ball or what? So, like, I don't understand how some people just are like clueless when it's like, bro, we're waiting on you on the tee box, and you're like,
oh no, I hate that. It kills my game when I'm waiting on other people. Like that really messes with my mental on courses. Yeah, when I'm waiting for somebody for a good 5 minutes, yeah.
No, hey, shout out to the people that are just beginning golf. I'm not saying you shouldn't go play golf. All I'm saying is that, understand that, like, you hitting bad shots. Sometimes it's just better to pick up your ball, go play where your partners are playing, and then just like, you know what I'm saying? Just like
learn double par and what a snowman is. You get close to that, pick the ball up and keep it pushing. Yeah. That's all it is.
Because at that point, you're not shooting for a score. I don't think. Like, so at that point, you just out there trying to get better and enjoy the game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So and that kind of goes back to like when we were talking about just like, how you play different rounds or whatever. Like, I mean, if my rounds start going down If I know I'm not shooting a score, then I'm more than especially like let's say when I went to Bandon, right, and I played with it was Roger, Joe, and Christian,
Some
and
hitters.
obviously huh.
There's some killers over there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. On the last day we was out there, man, Christian was like Roger came up and he tapped me, and he was like, "Hey, man," I was like, "Man, Christian hitting that thing, boy," and he was like, "I think Christian on like 59 watch."
Damn.
I was like, "Bro, ain't nobody
Like I've never seen that
associated with me in my life."
Yeah.
Ever, you know what I mean? Like typically somebody said we on 59 watch, we still talking front nine, you know what I mean? And like
He said
I
front
think
nine
I think
score.
he had like 4 or 5 birdies. I think he had like 4 or 5 birdies through like 7 or 8 holes.
Bro, how does that look? Okay, so not to cut you off, but like how does that look course management wise when somebody like
Bro,
like, how's
so
that, what does that look
Christian
like?
Christian is gonna hit a draw. So Christian essentially plays like you, but like he hits it way further.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he would literally. I remember like we played one round and like the wind was blowing crazy. You know what I mean? And he just like moved his target line over there, and he's like, I'm gonna hit this draw, and it's gonna draw. You know what I mean? And then we was walking. You know, all abandon is walking, but it's like different. Like because me, like I'm hitting, and then I'm going to find, and then I'm hitting. And with them, it's like I hit a shot, I take a big walk. I hit a shot, I get my putter, I take a walk, putt, and then I go. You know what I mean? A chip, and yeah, I mean it's like way different than the golf that I play. You know what I mean? But it was crazy. So, like I mean, like I remember one round, like I think Roger shot like Roger was subpar, Christian was subpar, and I think Joe was like 1 over or something.
Hey, how does that boy Roger play the course? Like, cause I only see his clips. I know he can hit that thing far, but like, how does he play? How does he play a hole? Like, is he just out there overpowering the course too, or he like?
No, he so as big as he is. I mean, he beat the ball like he looked, but then when he get around the green, what? Yeah,
Shout out to Roger.
Yeah, like a NFL like old boy from the Jets.
Yeah,
that's how he beat
big. Yeah.
like old boy from the Jets. And so, but then when he get like into them 60-yard shots, like bro is like controlling his spin and like trying to hold it. Now, like the thing with Rogers, like since his IG been popping, like he not really getting to play as much.
Yeah.
So he might be out there,
Right.
but Roger does a really good job of documenting what he's doing.
Yeah.
He focuses more on that than the golf.
Yeah.
So like if Roger, like if he was to take, and he's so like he thinks about his stuff. Like I posted one day, he was like we shot stick talk. And then I think we played like 9 holes after that.
Yeah.
It was like the first time we tried to shoot stick talk. And he played like 9 holes. And then he, we come back and we in the kitchen and he like, I look over at him and he like, doing like, I mean, he like, I just sat there. He went through like 8 setups, you know what I mean? Posture, practice. And you would have thought like dude was like legitimately like on the range taking a lesson, no club in his hand or nothing like that.
Yeah, post round.
And
checks,
so like, huh?
That is post round checks. I mean, most solid golfers do that because they want to try to fix like mentally what they did wrong. Because center holes are burn like a spot in your brain, and you be stuck in that hole for the rest of the day. And like you gotta figure out what I did wrong in that hole.
Yeah, can't relate.
So I feel that.
That's the whole round.
I can't relate.
I can't relate.
Can't relate.
Hey, new track on
after I have a good round, I don't touch a club until the next round.
Straight up. Hey, new track coming out.
I won.
Hey, that's a new track coming out.
I can't relate.
Can't relate.
I can't relate.
I need to work on that one.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So like that's how they was doing it out there. You know what I mean? But like, I kept the score, but it was like I think so the 2 rounds that I was bad in, every PM round, y'all know I like play in the morning during the week.
Yeah.
Every PM round, I would have shot like 90 or higher.
But is that because of the course was difficult, or you just wasn't playing?
Well, it was so the first round that we played was like we got out the car. We got out of the airport, we drove, and like it was crazy, man. Like you looking at like these big sand dunes just along the highway, and the sun was out, and I was like, oh, I think we're gonna get good banding weather. And then probably like when we was about like 30 minutes out, bro, that sun
ocean
disappeared. Yeah, huh?
You get to that ocean, is a different story.
No, we was on the ocean. We was on the ocean before.
Yeah.
But it's like just where banding is. I don't know. Like it's climate pockets of warm air meets the ocean.
Yeah, its own ecosystem.
Bro, it just turned gray, dog.
Yeah.
It turned like solid gray, and all of a sudden Like, I mean, them flag, it's like when a flag just be like,
Yeah,
man, them things was on.
they was whipping.
I'm looking at, bro. I'm looking. I'm like, dog, what? Like them things is whipping. Like they look starched. Like the flags is like straight out and get
right. What was the wind? What was the
I was just like,
how fast was it going?
Huh?
How fast was the wind? Like it's like 30, 40
bro, it was like, I mean, it was 30s and 40s, bro.
What?
It was 30s and 40s.
You can't golf in that.
Like I remember, like we hit our first tee shot, and like the only reason why mine really advanced is because it was mishit, so it was low. Like you talk about keeping it under the wind, I kept it under the shots that people like to keep under the wind. Like it was essentially like it was like 3 yards higher than a worm burner. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason
it was off the ground, so I'm good.
But like Roger, I hear like Roger and them talking about what they hitting into like I think we had like 140, and Roger's like, I'm hitting a 6. And I'm like, dog, I guess I'm pulling driver again. You know what I mean? Like it was, and then if you had the wind helping you, then obviously they was just eating or whatever the case. But like on the two rounds that like the 2 p.m. round, so it was that one, and then Bandon Trails, which is the one that's on the intro. I'm wearing that green. It's like a lot of pine trees or whatever. Those 2 were the PM rounds. I just stopped, bro. They was like, hey, you not gonna hit it? I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm done.
I'm done.
I quit. I quit the sport until tomorrow morning. And then like the other 3 rounds were all the morning rounds, and they were like, it was like 86, 88, 89, something like that. Yeah. And so, but yeah, it's big. Like if you new into the game, just understanding like when to pick up. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not about to. As long as you in the pace of play of things, then just go. And like sometimes like I used to play with my homeboy, and he would always like try and stick with it, and like it would get annoying. Like just pick it up, go get a cushion, and then go back to like get back in your zone. But a lot of people will say, nah, like I be playing with people, and they be like, man, I paid for this round, and I'd be like, dog, like we'll never play again. Like if that come out of somebody's mouth, like I will never play with you again. Like I paid for this round. I'm gonna enjoy myself,
bro. Ain't nothing worse than a golfer with that kind of ego, bro. So shout out to you. Look, shout out to you for not having a big ego when you went out to
Bandon. Nah, man. I was dejected. I was dejected in the PMs. I was dejected in the PMs. I was like, can I just get? That was the worst thing. Is like in the PM, like you would get done and like the range was closed. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where like the morning rounds. Yeah. The morning rounds, like you could play, and then you, in theory, like we doubled up with 36, like play, sleep, play. Yeah. But you could play, and then you could kind of go relax. But bro, like Bandon, man, that
you got to add that to the short list.
Yeah. Oh, bro, that practice area though, I was just like, I don't want to play 36 a day. I want to be here for 5 days, play.
I don't want to go out there though if it's like windy like that though, man. Like,
so it was only the front 9 of that hole. I mean, of that course, that first round, it was only the front 9, and then on the back 9, like I'll show y'all some of the pictures of what are like the videos from the front 9 versus the back 9. Same day, same course, and then every other day we got like, the wind was always there, but it wasn't as bad when the sun was out. You know what I'm saying? So it's still like 20. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I always heard the wind was crazy over there.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking forward to it. When Roger hit me up and he was like, hey, you want to go? I was like, nah, not really. If I can be honest with you.
Do I got to swing club?
I play terrible.
I'm not that good of a golfer.
Yeah, let me hold the camera.
Yeah, for real.
Nah, I will sit this one out and I will stay with my family. I checked the weather, bro, like 50 times.
Yeah, I just play so bad.
It was funny, like Christian got called the night before. That's how like bucket list Bandon is.
Oh, big fact.
Yeah, Christian was like somebody else was supposed to go, and then they backed out at the last minute, and then Roger hit up Christian, and then Christian was like, "Yup, canceling everything I got going on in my life right now, dog. I'll be there."
Straight up.
And then we ended up. He's in St. Louis. He ended up coming through Dallas, and then we ended up on the same flight going down. But that's how bucket list Bandon is. Yeah, that's how bucket list Bandon.
Hey, no, we definitely gotta add that to the short list on the course of the hit and get some vlog footage.
But how expensive is that though?
2024.
I gotta put how expensive is Bandon going to Bandon's? Yeah, I ain't saying you guys tell us how much you pay, but ain't that an expensive bucket list though? I might have to put my house up for sale for that. You know what I'm saying?
I may know when the pros over there. I remember some dude I went to golf academy with got a job over there before. That was a couple years ago though. I might have to check the list.
He ain't gonna give you around. That ain't how it works.
Yeah, he know a lot of people though. What you mean?
I'm gonna call him. Hey, bro, I'm on my way.
Some change, you know.
Yeah, for you.
But no,
you got businesses though. Yeah, you got businesses.
Like the in-house.
But no, we definitely got added to the list.
For
Speak
sure.
on that though. We do got some travel vlogs coming too. You know, we definitely want to get some footage of that. You know.
Yeah, not
I know
in
we trying to
Bandon,
do some stuff down south.
Not there though.
Huh?
Yeah, we're gonna. When I said not in Bandon, we're gonna stay in this Lone Star State, this great state of Texas.
Oh no, we remember we talked about trying to do some stuff down south too. You know, once we decide to get out of state.
Yeah.
Down south, what?
Yeah, like we say something about
Texas.
We down south. Yeah, how far south?
What
We're going Mexico.
No, like getting over to like South Carolina, stuff like that.
Oh, that's like east.
Boy, that's up north of us. So, yeah, that's higher than me.
Southeast. Okay, yeah. There we go.
Yeah, we gotta think we know. I mean, you further south than we are right now, Mike.
Facts. We'll talk. I'm over at the bottom of the
Boy
state.
trying to golf on the golf.
Bottom of the state.
Yeah. Straight up. All right, so what is? Yeah, I mean, is that it today, fellas? I don't, you know, we can talk.
Yeah, I mean, that's two solid videos.
We record this stuff, but we do this stuff like for real all day. Like whether it's through a text, whether it's through whatever.
I mean, yeah,
we do this all day.
Half the time we end up in a conversation and be like, wait for the cameras. Wait for the cameras.
Yeah, I know, right? You got pause. Like, stop. Let me hit stop right now.
No. So here's the thing. Before y'all go, okay, like, subscribe, follow,
like
the whole,
subscribe,
the whole thing. So,
follow, whole thing.
We getting some momentum here. You know, we learning as we
momentum.
go. We learning as we go.
It's
gonna get better and better. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
gonna get better.
Yeah, y'all start shooting some comments, some topics that y'all want to hear us talk about.
Shooting a comment, what you want to know.
Yeah, we gonna get the people what they want. You know,
get the people what they want.
We gonna give them that ish. You feel me?
That ish. That ish.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, that was another good one. We're gonna drop another track for y'all on the way out, and yeah, man, y'all be easy. Go do that stuff that we said to do.